Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Roslyn. On this channel, I feature lifestyle, inspiration, and a lot of self-care. In today's video, I'm going to show you my basic makeup routine, and I also want to share with you 3 new fall-inspired lipsticks. Let's get started. So the first thing that I actually do is I moisturize my face. And so I've already done that off camera, so that's done. The next thing that I will do is I will put some type of primer on. And for today, I'm going to use the Lorac Pore Perfection. It's a mattifying face primer and it's oil free. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to start with my brows. So I usually use this eye pencil for my brows. It's just a brown, it's Covergirl. So I think I got it from like Ulta. And so what I normally do is I just start drawing a line up top. And then I do one at the bottom. And then I kind of just shade it in. I don't have a lot of brows. And so if I make it look a little too thick, it just looks really wonky. So I'll do both sides. And again, I don't have much of a brow, but I just try to keep it light. And so light for me just makes it look a little more realistic. And then for my eyebrows, normally I will just use this. It's a NARS creamy concealer. So normally I just use the concealer, and it is the dark zero chocolate. And so I usually put everything on the back of my wrist, and that's how I apply it. So I'll do that. Okay, so after I do my brows, the next thing that I do is I use this Fit Me by Maybelline, and I put it all over my skin. For me, it helps to keep the product, so I just get a little bit. And I really just put it all over my skin. And I just pat it in. I am oily, and so this helps my makeup to stay on. And I just put a little bit. So it's just a very thin layer. It's not a lot at all. All right, so the next thing that I usually will do is I have this little light spot here, and then I also have a dark spot here, and I like to kind of cover that up. So I'll use some of what's on the back of my hand, and I'll kind of run it across here just to kind of hide it. So the concealer that I have, put a little bit over here just to hide that little dark spot. and I do it with my hand. It's just a lot quicker. And then I also have Maybelline Fit Me, and I will take just a dab, and of course I put everything on the back of my hand. So just a little dab, and I will kind of knock that blemish out. And any other blemishes that I have, that's kind of what I do, my process, quick and easy. And then next I have the Fit Me by Maybelline. And I have the numbers 356 and 355. They're really close together. One of them has more of a orange tone to it, and so it kind of works a lot better kind of in the winter time for me. And in the summertime, the one that's slightly darker, I will use that because I tan a little bit. So one of the 355 is the coconut, and then the 356 is the warm coconut. So I'm going to go with the warm coconut, and sometimes I mix them. So go ahead. Actually, I'm going to mix them. So I'll go ahead and do that. And then usually I will let it sit, and then I will go in with my darker tones. And the only reason I go down here is because I have a little bit of a chin right here. And so it helps to hide that chin. What I've found out about makeup in general, there's so many different techniques and so many different ways that you can do things. And with makeup, like a lot of things, you have to figure out a way to apply it to your satisfaction. So someone else's way may not be the perfect way for you, but if you play around with it enough, you figure out ways to do the perfect look for yourself. But you do have to jump in and at least give it a try. And so this is the basis of the face that I would normally do. Sometimes I will put eyeshadow on, and usually if I put eyeshadow on, I'll use a contour palette and I'll use the darker option and then the slightly lighter option. But for today, of course, I am doing the holiday look. So I really just want to put something simple on the eyes so I can change out the lipsticks and show you. One of my favorite eyeshadow palettes is Jackie Aina's, and I love it because there's such a good variety of colors and they're very pigmented. So I am going to go in and I want to use something very simple, but also with a little bit of sparkle. So I am going to go in first with Credit. And then the next one that I am going to go in with is the Ginger. So just a little bit of sparkle. All right, so now that I have my basic makeup look, I'm going to try out the Covergirl Melting Pot. This is the Hustle Tumulte. Let's see how this one looks. It is really a deep brown. Very rich. All right, so the next one that I'm going to try is also by CoverGirl, and it is called Own It. It is number 245. So let's see how it looks. Oh, it's purplish. It's like a purplish berry color. Okay. These are darker colors than I would normally wear, but I think it's kind of cute. Purple's my favorite color, so I like it. I think it's interesting and it's different. So the next one I'm going to try is CoverGirl Melting Pot as well. It is number 230, Get Into It, Vase. And it is like a reddish color, like a cranberry color. But their colors are on the darker side. So, oh, this is a pretty color. Okay. I like this. I think the more you put on, the darker it gets. So I'm just going to put a little more. That was a fairly light shade. Very creamy feeling on the lips. Very moisturizing. It feels very moisturizing. So my thoughts in general about all three of them, I actually like all three of them. The purple, even though purple is my favorite color, it is a little dark, but I can see where it can be worked in the winter time, just depending on what you're wearing. I think it could be a cute option. The brown one also as well, I liked it. It was a very pretty color, and again, the more that you put on your lips, the deeper it gets. So it kind of reminded me of kind of fallen leaves for the most part, but I do like this one as well. I think this red one, or the cranberry looking one, is probably my favorite. It's not a true red. It has more of a warm feel to it and not a bright, vibrant looking red. So I do like that. I think this would be a really cute color to wear with your fall attire. Well, everyone, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye.